Okay, so I'm over here being late, and Caspian is having a moment with my fork because I just had a spoonful of honey crunchy peanut butter because long story long, it doesn't. Ah, ah! Hi. This is my dog Caspian. I thought he was getting into something. You already got some. I almost started the stream without quitting it because we did a recording earlier, and I have to quit it and then get back into it before we reconnect the microphone, or it does not connect. It is a quirk of my program. Anyways, I saved us from certain stream death. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so not happy that I'm late, but that's okay. For how many technical difficulties I have and for how often I'm late, you would think that I would be encouraged to be on time. But I'm not. I mean, I have the feelings of wanting to be on time, but the behavior and the time blindness continue. Do we want to be colorful? No. Sure don't. I am not sure how well this stream is going to happen. I mean, it's going to get off the ground because it is a little bit of a confusing topic. However, culty behavior is involved, hypocrisy is involved, and multi-level marketing of a sort is involved. Okay? All the things that we love and squirrel trails are involved. If that sounds interesting to you, if you are not here normally, subscribe. If you are here normally and you love that, stick around. We've already gone on many squirrel trails earlier. Ava, I'm so sorry. We had to send Ava a screenshot. A picture of when the actual video recording started because I maybe ran my mouth for an hour before we were supposed to start. But at least at least we send her a picture so she can skip. Do we like this? No. Why don't we just be blue? Make it pink. Make it blue. We have actually a golden acorn to celebrate. Cozy Chronic Pain Corner. Let's go. Before we do this, let's do celebration of acorns. 24-month. Let's go.
To wait for a squirrel.
It turns out the god, he's a squirrel.
Squirrel walks up to a tree and says, I forgot to store acorns for winter, and now I am dead. Ha!
But I won't be a squirrel tomorrow.
Daddy, I want a squirrel.
I'm not a squirrel.
You won't get me a squirrel, I'll get one myself.
What are you then? An oversized squirrel?
Squirrel.
What we're going for here is a vicious, man-eating rabid squirrel.
You owe me a new acorn.
This acorn is for emergency use only.
That acorn was given to me by my great-grandmother Ladybug. See this acorn?
Quick, to the acorn!
Pee-pee! A monkey, can't you see? You are the acorn of my eye!
One kid shoved an acorn up his nose.
You gotta get that acorn!
Acorn is missing.
Big acorn.
An acorn doesn't become an oak overnight.
And the saber teeth, and we gave him an acorn.
Sometimes the acorn just stays an acorn.
Did you eat the acorn?
Oh, it's the acorn thing all over again.
It was just an acorn, a little acorn.
Many of these trees were my friends, creatures I had known from nut and acorn.
We had some, I don't like these colors. Do we like these colors? No. We had some celebratory squirrels hitting milestones. Do we like these colors? Also, just in case you forgot, Melaleuca is a multi-level marketing company. In our opinion, also this delightful art was completed by Amy and Kate. I'm not on a beanbag chair. I'm on my grandpa's chair, and it is covered by a blanket. This, and then this is also an Etsy. Y'all don't need to know where everything I got came from. I don't know why I feel the need to tell y'all that, but also, just as a heads up, this is a weird angle. These are like not like this in real life. These are distributed equally, evenly. I don't like these colors. I thought I did. They're too much yellow tones. We'll do this. We'll be blue. It is a chair of comfort, and I have my little stool over here. Okay, if you know who Danielle Walter is, I'm late to this. Well, I'm not late to it in terms of like knowing about it. I'm late to it in like, do we want to talk about it? I was going to talk about anything other MLM related. I went down a rabbit trail of pharmacy, and then I went down a rabbit trail of Bravenly. Then I went down a rabbit trail of you name it. I was going down a rabbit trail of end of an era, which apparently when you type in end of an era, there's lots of posts that come up. So I was like, I roll of a lifetime. So then I was like, oh my God, Reddit. Hello. Oh, we forgot to put up our don't be a chicken nugget. Let me edit this. Edit text. Please talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I will tell us who Danielle is and the culty. We're going to go over the relationship part. We're going to go over who Danielle is. We're going to go over the anti-multi-level marketing part. Then we're going to go over the multi-level marketing part. We're going to catch everybody up. And if you're bored out of your mind, you're not going to like this stream. I'm also not your mom. I'm just going to say, like, conduct yourself as a squirrel should, but also it's a free country. But if I find out you are conducting fuckery in the name of, like, say hello to DC, absolutely not. Okay? Paste. Paste, paste, paste. Book italic. Regular italic, San OT. Regular italic, San OT. And what size? 24. Oops. Yes. And this cool color. All right. You know. Here we go. The bottom has the disclaimer, fair use, blah, blah, blah. Read at your own risk. Sharing is caring unless you're in an MLM, then it's selling or pitching. Yes, yes, yes. Influence away, I love it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm DC. I'm a multi-level marketing dropout. I got out in 2022 and I've been running amok on the internet ever since. However, in general, independent YouTube creator, in the chronic pain corner, normally I do work around my chronic pain, trying to expose cults. unethical practices, trying to, in general, protect consumers, advocate for vulnerable people. We're in the, hey, this is kind of culty behavior, also hypocritical a little bit to go from anti-MLM to whatever this is that we're going to look at today. I'm behind, but we're just going to kind of meander, being nosy as we are. I don't really enjoy whatever I'm doing right now. Hold on. Are we like, no? I just want to be a ghost. Kind of want to be a ghost tonight. That's okay. We're going to be a little bit nosy. We're just going to be nosy. We're going to... The behavior's culty, which is why we're looking into it. She has like 1.2 million followers on Instagram. She has a little bit less on... She has 791,000 followers on TikTok. The TikTok series is the one that blew up pretty big with her culty kind of relational like series that happened. But before that is when the multi-level marketing like stance happened that most people knew her for, and she wasn't known for anti-MLM content before in any way. She was just kind of a fun kind of regular everyday content creator, I guess. Kind of blew up for her more culty like relational pivot she did. So that's why she's kind of in our like gravitational pull right now. So I'm not like pivoting off of MLM content. That's why we're doing the combo MLM, culty, whatever we're doing right now. Squirrel Trail. Here we go. Here we go. Danielle is a dating lifestyle influencer. And yes, I'm reading this. Y'all know how my recall is with my prescription medication I'm on for my chronic pain. So you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm reading this. Also, if y'all have any member milestones, yell at me in the chat until I see it, because I would love to celebrate you, and more likely than not, I'll miss it if you're not screaming at me into the abyss. Oh, like this one? 35 months? Dude, 3 years? Holy mother forking shirtballs, you're so close. Holy crap. Also, thank you for 35 months. Holy moly. Amy, hi. I appreciate that. Sometimes I feel weird about it because as I think about it, I'm like, what? Yes, please lick the stream. Get me off an odd number. Greetings and salutations. Have a good sleep. Okay. All right. Here we go. Dating lifestyle influencer. There was a small MLM blow up that we're going to talk about. We're going to be dipping our toes into TikTok tonight, into Reddit tonight, a little bit into YouTube to like see some of the people who covered this better. I'm not going to promise any kind of chronological blessing to my lovely A-type squirrel personalities here. I'm sorry. Literally, this is me flying by the seat of my pants as per usual. Bless you for being here. I'm gonna apologize early on. Okay? The original video, because she's been talking about her dating stuff forever, was from February 2024, and so Danielle posted a lighthearted video, kind of lighthearted, but also like kind of flag in the sand or dying on the hill comment about saying that being in an MLM was a dating deal breaker for her. Obviously, the internet is forever. Dating deal breaker for her, come to find out, her doing MLM stuff, not a deal breaker, because recently because I don't know, I guess money being involved, she is allowed to do whatever she wants. However, the company that brought her out influencer status style isn't necessarily an MLM anymore, but there definitely was like a hypocrisy to it a little bit, because she didn't do any kind of preemptive video acknowledgement or education before she went and did this, and then really gaslit her followers after the fact. So we're gonna look at that a little bit. The video, I'm just trying to like give y'all a little bit of the like the backstory, and I will say we're gonna do this in a choose your own adventure style for all 12 of y'all who are here right now. We can do this in like, what is it? Origin story style, where we do watch the original video, then watch the culty like, well, do I even want to say that? Y'all can decide. Let me finish the story about who she is. She just got married recently, and that is like a whole other hornet's nest. This is kind of like a dessert conversation. Like, do you want to have your dessert later on, or do you want to have your dessert now? But it may behoove us to like have our dessert later on, because it's going to be more fun. Anyways, the video recently was kind of like a significant, again, backlash moment because of all of her previous history receipts about anti-MLM. What am I trying to do? We're going to look at one creator I follow who does keep a pretty consistent look who has pretty good updates on Danielle, is a YouTuber, and her name's, I think, Amy. It's hard for me sometimes to be able to pull YouTube names off the top of my head, because one, recall, and two, you can recognize the picture of them but not the name. But that's just me. I'm gonna go to my subscriptions real quick. All subscriptions. And I think her name is, here we go. A to Z. Her name starts with an A. It's not Abby. 1 second. I had her pulled up and then I closed down all my tabs. Amy Robinson. Okay, I'm going to pull her up. And she does have a playlist for Danielle. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to close this. And I have her Reddits pulled up for Danielle, and I'm going to go back and look at the live chat. Kitty! Hero! Hero! Oh, we're going to discuss Danielle the entire stream, so welcome. We're just kind of introducing in the roundabout way. I'm going to have my dessert now and later. David, my type of person. So much controversy in the internet is not having it. Yeah. I think we're also not getting gaslit. And also the cultiness of the origin story of the relationship is wild. Oh, that's cool. Hannah, I can't wait to watch Hannah's video. That's awesome. I love the short kind of bite-sized updates that Amy does. Amy just had her baby, but I think she prepped a lot of videos so she can, like, I guess have her maternity leave stuff, but she does kind of like 15 to 20 minute video-ish stuff, but oh, cool. If y'all do like Amy, if y'all want to subscribe to Amy, here's Amy's channel. So, and we'll probably, I'm downloading, where is it? We're downloading Danielle's entire TikTok channel. It's going to take me a few days because I don't foresee us not wanting to at least have a part 2 of this. I'm just not the type. I'm just I honestly am a series type of person. Meaning, I love a TV series. I like, 9 seasons of a show. I love that there are people who really enjoy movies and people who can make really great movies. I love a long form moment. So I'm downloading her entire TikTok channel and we're just going to see what we can see. But Amy has an entire Danielle Wedding Saga playlist, also has an entire TikTok drama playlist. And we're not going to be playing Amy's stuff on my channel because I'd love for y'all just to go over and watch Amy's content. We are, however, going to be going over to Reddit and looking at some Reddit stuff. I kind of just want this to be like us hanging out and looking at random stuff on the internet. I know that's not super fun. However, here we are. I was going to do more, but it was a chronic pain day. Okay, let me just open this up. I'm trying to close things that I don't need open, and I'm trying to condense all of my tabs in the right browser so we can have nice things. Copy. Do I want them in Chrome? Let me see. Preview. X. See? Trying to refresh. Here we go. And then I wonder. Okay. That's fine. We'll just close this for right now. And this is, I'm just testing something out real quick. We're in Google Chrome. Or what is Brave? We need to be in Chrome, so if we watch something, y'all can have captions. So that's what we're going to move everything over to Chrome. Okay. Logic through this. Okay. Publish. Back to live mode. All right. We're going to move all these over to Chrome. Paste. This is Amy's channel. And then we're going to go over to this. Thank you for your patience. And we're going to go here. And we're just going to double down and make sure we've got everything we need. Tab. Instagram. Danielle Walters. I'm sorry. I keep saying Danielle Walters and it's Danielle Walter. Okay. Cool. Yep, Amy just gave birth. I was so happy for her. I follow several channels that drop 2 to 6 hour videos, not lives, as a regular thing, and the comments are full of hilarity about doing YouTube shorts when they upload anything less than 2 hours long. That's hilarious. As a fellow Bay Area native, Danielle Walter is not for me. Yep. Gavin Reads It All is a booktuber I watch. He has 3-hour videos sometimes. My sister watches this guy who does movie reviews. What's his name? And he does these like Mahler, I think. And he does these super long reviews. And the longer they are, the more you know that he's going to like roast something. Anyways. She's already made new videos since giving birth. I love that. I wasn't sure if she had like set stuff up or if she was making live videos, but let's see. Lock. Okay. So I don't feel like I gave y'all a good what the heck. I'm downloading her entire TikTok channel, so I feel like we're going to have some good like a good origin story, but this is her Instagram. She has more followers on Instagram than she does on than TikTok. She just got married. Again, if you don't know the lore, you don't know how kind of twisty this her romance origin story is. And again, to each their own. I say to each their own. There are some very twisty, high control aspects of her, like her, I say her rise to marriagedom because of her dude. This, wherever her dude is. This guy, twisty. So I'd recommend like getting the tea from this playlist. wherever her playlist went. Danielle Walter Wedding Saga, and the videos on the TikTok drama playlist, and getting all of the Danielle Walter one. We're gonna watch it. I'm just saying that I'm not the person to give you the quick TLDR. I'm the like, we're gonna watch it together and go, oh my god, in long form if you haven't watched it, because it's culty AF. It literally is culty, and I guess from like a cult perspective, and maybe a lot of people who are not around the high control group space, I think collectively a lot of us have that vibe of like, something doesn't feel right. And a lot of people who are not, again, a lot of people who are not around the cult space are like, what? And I think people who are around the high control group space are going, that's super culty, that's high controlling, that's like, there's some really red flags in the behavioral control, the emotional control, the like, there's some thought stopping techniques. There's like, ooh, hello, warning, but they're married now, so whoops. Yep, Julie's back on YouTube. Yep. So anyway, so that's why we're taking a gander, but this is Amy's channel, so you can go check it out. Okay. We're going to watch the original Anti-MLM video, and then we're going to read this real quick. Reddit. 1 second. Oh my god. I'm looking for the original. I thought I had it up. Okay, we got that, but we'll read the thread, but oh my god, flashing lights. This is going not well. That's okay. We're just going to pivot slightly. Access denied. That is false. We're going over to Brave. Danielle is so excited. Okay, here we go. We've got the MLM company video. I'm going to download this one so we can watch it. We don't need to watch it. Let's put it here. We got that. We're going to go back this way. And then I'm going to, I don't want to play copy link address, somebody else's stuff, but I'm just going to see if someone can... Her original video is in her original, like, TikToks back, super far back. And there is also... We're gonna watch her 21-part docuseries on her relationship after I've, like, pulled myself out of my technical difficulty that I'm currently experiencing. Video. I am going to look at the chat in 1 second. Wally the Walnut. Wally from the Walnut Army, just here for nervous poops and giggles. Okay. So these are all their... Okay, hold on. Here we go. What am I doing with my life? We don't know. Let's see if this will work over on Chrome, because Chrome is ruining my life. All right. Let me put my ears in. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. We're good to go. Oh my god, let's go! 24 months! We're gonna play this real quick.
How long do we have to wait for a squirrel?
It turns out, the god, he's a squirrel.
Squirrel walks up to a tree and says, I forgot to store acorns for winter, and now I am dead. Ha!
But I won't be a squirrel tomorrow.
Daddy, I want a squirrel.
I mean, I'm not a squirrel.
You won't get me a squirrel, I'll get one myself.
What are you then? An oversized squirrel?
Squirrel.
What we're going for here is a vicious, man-eating rabid squirrel.
You owe me a new acorn.
This acorn is for emergency use only.
That acorn was given to me by my great-grandmother ladybug. See this acorn?
Quick, to the acorn!
K-I-P-P, a monkey, can't you see? You are the acorn of my eye.
Only one kid shoved an acorn up his nose.
You gotta get that acorn!
Acorn is missing.
Big acorn.
An acorn doesn't become an oak overnight.
And to save her teeth, and we gave him an acorn.
Sometimes the acorn just stays an acorn.
Did you eat the acorn?
Oh, it's the acorn thing all over again. It was just an acorn, a little acorn.
Many of these trees were my friends, creatures I had known from nut and acorn.
Thank you, Peg. Yes, she's not in an MLM. She's just she's not in an MLM. She was very being in an MLM is a relational deal breaker for me, and then took a paid kind of brand sponsorship from maybe it was Rodan and Fields, and I know Rodan and Fields is, from what I understand, not an MLM anymore, but it was still something to address with her followers. It was a whole thing. So we're going to watch it. Then we're going to watch her 21-part relational series because of the culty aspect. And then we're just going to be nosy AF. So, no, she's not in an MLM. We're perusing down the squirrel trail. We're going to squirrel trail too close to the sun and probably get a sunburn. But yes, I'm doing this in a very chaotic way because it's hard to explain unless you've been watching Danielle for a while, but the issue is when she has such big opinions about everything, and people who have followed her for such a long time and people who liked her remember everything that she says, especially her huge opinions about dating. And they remembered how big of an issue it was about her being anti-MLM, or her saying anti-MLM was a big deal breaker for her and for her partner character, for a characteristic in a partner, a character trait in a partner. A deal breaker would be them being in a multi-level marketing company, and then Rodan and Fields having such a huge presence in the multi-level marketing world, her accepting a sponsorship from them, and a lot of people not knowing necessarily that it wasn't an MLM anymore, her going to that dinner or having that sponsorship, one, should she have even taken it, even knowing it wasn't an MLM anymore? Should she have even taken it? I would say probably not. Only because a lot of people, if not everyone, doesn't know that it's not an MLM anymore. And everyone probably still remembered what she said about it being, what she said about her partner. If they were in an MLM, it would be a deal breaker, and she was a relational, or she is a relational influencer marketing person. So why be associated with a company that was formerly a multi-level marketing company? Just brought you a massive grassroot inside. What a good boy! Or girl. Is it a boy or a girl? What a good floof. What am I missing? Her account used to be about not jumping into relationships. Oh yeah, we're watching that too. Her account used to be about not jumping into relationships, and that's exactly what she did with a man we assume needs a green card. Dude, we're watching the whole series. If y'all don't care about this, be ready to join the cult tonight. It's so culty. It's so freaking culty. It's so culty. Don't trust my word for it. Trust D-Step. It's wild. Truly wild. I'm pretty sure one of these videos. Where is the... Why can I not hear a damn thing? Now I can hear something. Nope. Can I hear something now? Wireless mic. Am I ruining my life right now? I can hear.
Yeah. All right, Katie, you're up, girl.
Oh, God. PSA to the MLM girlies. Okay, this is the video. What the hell? I'm gonna have to take my ears out. Hold on. Okay, that's closed. That's closed. That. I don't want to do it this way. I'm going to try it this way. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. I'm not going to.
I feel like the whole internet has...
Okay, we can hear it that way. Why can I not hear anything this way? Is it because this is muted? Oh, just kidding. Right there. Okay, we're ready. We're good. We're good to go.
When you wrote, I'm letting you know right now, for all of you MLM girlies, I'm not the one. I'm not the one to try. Don't try me. Don't try me with an MLM. Don't come up to me complimenting me, giving me a fake compliment in Target. I'm seeing this on my For You page. Don't try me. No, I don't want to be a part of your MLM. I can't even say it. MLM. I feel bad because clearly you being in this, you don't understand what it is. And I also feel very protective over my fellow girlies who are not MLM girlies that are going to Target trying to buy their things, and then you giving them a fake compliment to open a conversation, them thinking, oh, I'm finally making a friend because we all want to make friends, and then trying to tell them how they can be financially free like your friends who are 28 and retired. Don't try me. I'm so serious. And I'm going to go one step further. If you need to be saved out of a conversation with someone who is trying to sell you an MLM, just call me up. Call me up. I'm going to pull up so hard. And actually, you know what? I am your girl because I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to ask you for your financial plan. I'm going to ask you how much money you've invested and how much money you have personally made. And I'm going to ask you if you've actually sold products or if you've purchased them and now it's your requirement to sell them. Okay, love you. When you wrote...
Really? That's not even just her being like, oh, lighthearted. That's a deal breaker for me. If my person is going to be in an MLM. That's hardcore. That's literally hardcore. I'm anti-multi-level marketing. That's literally hardcore. I'm anti-multi-level marketing. So, like, her going and accepting some type of money from Rodan and Fields, even though they're not a multi-level marketing company anymore, that's so hypocritical in my opinion. This is just my opinion. It's so hypocritical of her to go and accept money from them when most people still think they're a multi-level marketing company in her space. So many people in her space, in her followers, in her in her following still think Rodan and Fields is a multi-level marketing company, and they see her taking that that contract and they remember this video. Give me a break.
I'm letting you know right now, for all of you MLM girlies, I'm not the one. I'm not the one to try. Don't try me. Don't try me with an MLM. Don't come up to me complimenting me, giving me a fake compliment in Target. I'm seeing this on my For You page. Don't try me. No, I don't want to be a part of your MLM. I can't even say it. MLM. I feel bad because clearly you being in this, you don't understand what it is. And I also feel very protective over my fellow girlies who are not MLM girlies that are going to Target trying to buy their things, and then you giving them a fake compliment to open a conversation, them thinking, oh, I'm finally making a friend because we all want to make friends, and then trying to tell them how they can be financially free like your friends who are 28 and retired. Don't try me. I'm so serious. And I'm gonna go one step further. If you need to be saved out of a conversation with someone who is trying to sell you an MLM, just call me up. Call me up. I'm gonna pull up so hard. And actually, you know what? I am your girl, because I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask you for your financial plan. I'm gonna ask you how much money you've invested and how much money you have personally made. And I'm gonna ask you if you've actually sold products or if you've purchased them and now it's your requirement to sell them. Okay, that'd be when you wrote no.
I think, sorry I had to watch it twice. I hate to be that Mary Kay person that has to say things twice, but holy crap. I'd love to see, yeah, let's see, if you have a differing opinion, let me see. I guess I'm in the middle, which is totally cool. I'm in the middle with this one because if Scentsy were to go affiliate, if buy the product, but I'd buy the product, sure. But I also see what you're saying about her followers, so I know how I feel. For me, it would be this. I would love for her to say, look, I know what I said about the anti-MLM compensation model, how predatory it is, how whatever. I love what Rodan and Fields has done by dropping the multi-level marketing arm of their business. Because I know how much that's hurt people and what a great stance that has said, or that's set for other multi-level marketing businesses, and that they've stepped away from blah, blah, blah. And because of that, I'm really honored that they asked me to represent them, whatever bullshit. I don't know. It would be like one thing to like actively acknowledge that what were they before? What are they now? To recognize like what did the receipt say before? What's her position now? I'm still anti-MLM. Rodan and Fields was MLM and they're not now. It would be like, I think it's important. That's just me. I could be like so off base, and there's so many different perspectives. For how much she has gaslit people since I've watched way too much of her content, I find it super strange that she like has made such a very twisty pivot, as we're gonna see like in her 21-part relational series we're gonna watch. So buckle up for that. And again, what D-Steb has said, she went from not jumping into relationships to this culty AF relationship with this dude, which is going to be a mind boggle. She makes these huge jumps, and yes, people can change what they care about, what they believe in, all this stuff. It's really surprising to see these huge pivots instead of like these small pivots. Not that you can't have huge pivots. It's really strange to see like this passionate or alleged passion for consumer protection and then not say like, hey, you know what? I'm still passionate about consumer protection. I sure do love that Rodan and Fields is passionate about consumer protection too. I love that they've dropped the multi-level marketing arm of their business because they're so, like, they can stand on their own and sell directly to consumers. And now I feel like they're whatever they want to say. Like, I think that she could have leaned into whatever she's like super vocal about, and she didn't. So, Tori, I don't know if I said hello, but hello again. It's easy to enough to change your mind and not be a hypocrite about it if the change isn't towards harm, of course. Sure. Oh yeah, this is her. We're watching. Yep. She's a part. Yep. This is her. This is her. Yeah, and also, like, I'm not anti-relationship. I'm not, like, anti having a relationship that looks super different than what I think a relationship is supposed to be. I'm more of, like, I've got questions, and I'm wondering, I also hope that somebody isn't taking advantage of vulnerable people, and it seems like someone is getting taken advantage of, and that person being taken advantage of is vulnerable. I mean, anybody who's being taken advantage of. Oh yeah. Yep. This is her, and this is her multi-level marketing dip. And so this is the next video. I think this is it.
Okay. Hotel room, let's do a room tour. Oh, look at that little wood fixture in there. Very nice. Look how.
So this is her getting, is this the next one? Hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. So she gets, this is the series where she gets to be an influencer with Rodan and Fields. Rodan and Fields, again, former MLM, not an MLM anymore. She gets to be an influencer, gets to go on an influencer trip, whatever, gets paid to do something with Rodan and Fields.
I'm gonna put you there. Okay, we need to catch up because things are frankly so chaotic over here in a good way. Like, a lot of life things are happening, and instead of telling you all of them while simultaneously doing my makeup or something, like, I literally just don't have capacity. So I'm gonna make my breakfast and give you these updates. Okay, straight out of the gate, first thing, we are getting married this month, and so literally, thank God I have the most incredible planner. Because there's no way I could have done this myself. Zero chance. None. Wedding planning has been going on all along. It's just been happening really fast. So I shared a little bit about when I was searching for a venue, but that's happening this month. So that all of a sudden you don't see wedding content and you're like, what is happening? The next thing is, I talked about this like a few weeks ago. We applied for a rental house, and I feel like I shared that we got it, but like, it was kind of like a rocky situation.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss the Rodan and Fields stuff, so I'm watching this one, the next one, and the next one. So if you're like, where's the Rodan and Fields stuff? It's within the same range of things, so don't worry, we're just doing the MLM stuff first, and then we're gonna do the, like, how did we get here? We're doing the relationship saga.
Anyway, it ironed itself out. We got the house. I just got keys. I have a cocktail.
Oops, sorry.
No chance. None. Wedding planning has been going on all along. It's just been happening really fast. So I shared a little bit about when I was searching for a venue, but that's happening this month. So that all of a sudden you don't see wedding content and you're like, what is happening? The next thing is,
I talked about this like a few weeks ago. We applied for a rental house, and I feel like I shared that we got it, but like it was kind of like a rocky situation. Anyway, it ironed itself out. We got the house, it just got keys, and we will be moving in there simultaneously. These were all my ideas, by the way. Moving right before getting married.
And the thing is, y'all can again go to Amy's channel or there's another. This is Amy's channel. Amy Robinson. Let's see. Copy link address. And she owned a house. I don't know why I don't know what her job is other than influencing. I have no idea. I don't know what I think he's being like a life coach now. I think he was a personal trainer before. Again, Amy has the full like chronological fuckery laid out. We're just going backwards from MLM to cult, because that's what we do. She owned a house. She had a house or has a house. I don't know what is going on behind the scenes, but it is a strange disintegration of independence, it seems like. Again, I don't know anything other than what I see on the internet. It sure is strange once you start seeing the pieces that she had lined up and set up and like foundationally that seemed really put together, that started to really kind of get knocked away when like her guy came into the picture. So anyways,
on such a quick timeline and like smushing everything together, it's just my type B brain was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So now I am working with my team to finalize everything and make everything happen smoothly. So it's been a little bit chaotic. Oh no, I burned these.
Her team.
Anyway, so the big updates, and these are big updates, is married this month, and we got the house and we're moving in. And this is all happening all at once. So that's what you're gonna see from me next. I'm gonna do my best to take you along throughout this process. I'm really excited about our wedding. It's so interesting because the feelings change as we get closer and closer. Now I'm starting to get this, like, it's excitement, but it's also like nervousness before like a big event, like something you're really excited for, but it's just such a big moment that it's a little bit nerve-wracking, you know? My dress is incredible, and I can't wait to be married. Like, I'm so sure that Lucas...
Her rental is $12,000 a month. Yeah, no, like, if y'all don't know the fuckery of... yeah, I mean... yeah. When we say the twistiness around this is like, it literally needs a board. We're probably gonna have to start the board when we start watching like the 21-part series. That's what we're doing next. Once we finish the Rodan and Fields part, because that kind of finishes the hypocrisy for this part, is the Rodan and Fields part, because, and that's just my opinion, people can do what they want to, obviously. I just felt like, it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, I guess.
Is my person that that's the one thing that I'm not like any kind of like nervous about is the marriage.
Oh,
but
great.
the actual wedding event, I'm a little bit like running around with my head cut off kind of feeling. But he's my guy. And like, that's so
Sure do hope so.
solid. So anyway, those are my updates. I'm really excited. Everything's happening all at once. And life is about to change drastically over the next few weeks. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Okay, I am Pat.
Wait.
I have a cocktail. Okay, I am Pat. The dollhouse.
Danielle is so excited to visit a former multi-level marketing company and get skincare advice. Okay, sorry.
Okay, I am Pat. The doll.
Okay, why can I not?
Okay, I am Pat. The dollhouse for a hot second because I'm going to my first ever brand trip tonight. And actually over the next few days. Hello. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I've actually never done one of these before. And
here's the other issue. The very first brand trip she decides to go on is with a former multi-level marketing company. The first brand trip she decides to do is with a former multi-level marketing company, and she has made a big fucking deal about how she's so anti-MLM. I mean, you know what I mean? This is the very first brand trip she decides to say yes to. Okay.
the itinerary looks really fun, and I'm excited to meet everybody. And yeah, okay, I'm walking into the gift.
Oh no, this is Wally the Walnut. This is an account that saves all of her videos for like kind of hypocritical moments or moments that she ends up deleting from her account or stuff like that. So it's not the little creepy sounds are Wally the Walnut.
Sweet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is not.
Okay, so we
her.
are going to get matched with a skincare regimen by Rodan and Fields. And based on what you see going on here, right? Can I tell you what I think I'm gonna be?
Yes, and I think I know what you're gonna say.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
You're gonna say unblemished.
No, actually, I think reverse.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me, you think you have a lot of pigments?
Yeah.
Oh, I have news for you.
Okay.
The kind of pigment that you have is not the kind that is going to benefit from the active pigment.
Okay, Shadow. Okay. Good to know.
And actually, I think either unblemished or refined are going to be your
Okay.
options. Very interesting.
What kind of pigment do I have?
And again, this is why I'm downloading her entire channel so that I can have like the unadulterated audio. But again, Wally the Walnut collects and like curates the best kind of clips. It's just I'm again flying by the seat of my pants because I wanted to stream tonight with y'all.
So you have mostly sunspots.
Okay.
Where?
That's probably sun exposure when you were much younger.
Yes.
Okay, you don't though have the harder kind of pigmentry.
Oh, maybe she has a little bit.
Like
Okay.
Hormone-related pigment buildup.
Yes.
And so that's actually great because procedure-wise, 1 or 2 quick sessions will actually clean up all your pigments.
What session?
Like IPL.
IPL.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is actually so helpful.
That's not a nice picture. Okay. That Wally did. Okay, so hold on. So here's this. She's like, can't believe I even have to say this, but here we are. This is from a story. I don't know if it was a story from TikTok or from Instagram. I'll turn this off. Apparently, some people, likely those involved in MLMs, were upset with my recent post. Here's what I have to say. I have a platform where I can share my opinion, and my opinion is that any business... Oh, this is from 2 years ago. Hypocrisy is a crime, Jim. Danielle said this 2 years ago and is now currently on her first brand trip ever with an MLM. Gotta pay for that wedding somehow. And this is from that... I should have played this after the hat video, but I didn't. That has... my opinion is that any business that has to recruit other people rather than relying on the value of the products or service is not legitimate. Why else would that model be necessary? This is just logic. Do not DM me to try to convince me otherwise. Just because the video expresses my opinion on MLMs, which may be different than your opinion, doesn't make it in poor taste. It just means we may have different opinions. The video was me expressing my boundary between me, my friends, and MLMs. At no point was I making fun of people in MLMs. In fact, I stated I felt badly for those involved. There also wasn't a single untrue thing said in the video. There is so much research on this topic that this is quite frankly indisputable. Human nature is to be offended when someone disagrees with something you're doing. So I understand if that's where some people are falling in this situation. I am expressing I don't align with something that you do. The natural response is offense. I am cool with you being in an MLM, even if I don't want that for myself. Oh, come on. For myself or anyone I know. There are also probably other things we don't agree on. I'm okay with that. If you're not, I invite you to explore that within yourself as well as unfollow me if that's what you need to do. So this is from 2 years ago. And that's the video. And I don't remember if there's any other... Oh, this is from her brand. This is the last brand video, and then we'll just watch the 21-part series. Okay. I think.
Okay, I just got to my hotel room. Let's do a room tour.
Okay, I'm sorry about the audio. I can't control that, but here we are. Captions. Here we go.
Oh, look at that little wood fixture in there. Very nice. Ah, look how cute. Okay. Gorgeous. Look at the couch by the window. I can like read there. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. I'm so excited. We have dinner soon, so I'm gonna start to get ready and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I actually want to see what they put in here before we get ready. Active hydration body replenish. Ooh, volume conditioner and shampoo. Oh, this is the eye cream I was asking about. And lash boost. I'm obsessed with the bag. Look how cute that is.
When you run.
So there's obviously more. Y'all can see better, y'all can see a better chronological, I guess, timeline of the hypocrisy. There's another video that obviously I'm not going to be able to find on my stream, but I'm going to the Sellout Suite. Yes. Good night, Nikki. Okay. Now the music is great. It's someone else's music, yeah. Let me go and look at the 21. I'm going to start the 21 part series because I know that it's here. Or maybe I can find it on her channel. She's done a lot in 9 months, so let me go back. Oh, here it is. Where have we been? Hiding out under a rock. Tell me you did not delete it. Oh my god. Where's Wally then? One second. We're gonna find the series. 1 second. 1 minute. Episode 1. I'm just pulling it up. 1 second. Oh, episode 1, 2. Here we go. Oh god. Okay, here we go, guys. Buckle up. Here we go. You're welcome. Let me fix so y'all can see the full, so we can have the full effect. Oh, wrong. N? Hold on. Google Chrome. No. Okay. No, I want live chat. Do we want live chat? Of course we do. We're just gonna fix this real quick. Hold on. Okay, friends. Buckle up. Honestly, buckle up. Okay, live chat is bigger. TikTok. Bigger. Actually, I'm gonna move the non-legally captions there. I always thought the timing was weird with the boyfriend. It seemed like he saw her unlucky in love videos and then approached her like he did it for clout or something. Yeah, it's... You're going to see, like... If you have no idea what we're talking about, I mean, listen to this for yourself. And there's more lore behind it that we're not going to be able to cover, but from kind of the high control group aspect of this, it's very twisty. But yeah, I agree. It's very, it seems a little predatory. Maybe, intentionally intentionally focused on your own goals, and she had what, like, you were wanting, like, I don't know how to look at it without, like, getting in trouble for what I'm saying on the internet. What he did was for his own, like, I don't know, predator, I don't know. I don't know. In our opinion. Gonna sleep like a baby tonight, love that. He was trying to pick her up and seemed creepy. Yeah. That's the way it came across to us, but... like... the relationship definitely seems off. Decide for yourself if you're watching this. He used the situation and her, in my opinion, for his own personal gain and continues to do that. In my opinion. All of this, in my opinion. It's my chronic pain corner of the internet. Okay. Here we go.
Now is what we've been waiting for, and I can't just keep this to myself. Why would I stop telling the story right when we get to the good part? So, here we go. Honey?
Hi, babe.
Okay, let me mic you up.
Okay.
Okay. Now is what we've been...
Okay, that was a 25-second clip, dear God. Episode 1, The Disappearing Act. Here's the caption. We did it, all caps. After years of dating and putting myself out there, I found him. But what I wanted to be, a happy momentous chapter, twisted sour in some really tough ways. I don't want to focus on the negative that has happened so far, but do think it's important to tell the whole story, and unfortunately this was part of it from my perspective. Regardless of what comes next, I'm eager to share and want to just ask that before you comment something, please be kind. Thank you, and I appreciate you being here. What? Comment number 1. What the literal fuck is going on? Sitting down like she's been gone for 3 years. This feels very dramatic. It's not that serious, dude. Girl, 3 months? Let's give it more time. Oh my God. Oh dear Lord. How many comments is it? 1,461? Oh my God. Okay.
I disappeared because I finally found the thing that I've been praying for years, and I was scared the internet would ruin it before it had a chance to grow. As you may have noticed, I haven't posted my usual style video in a long time. 3 months to be exact. And that's for a very specific reason. Basically, I shared my dating experiences as I always have, but this time it worked. I found the man I'm going to marry, and just like some people watching right now thinking I'm getting ahead of myself, or who didn't like the pace I was going, or don't like how I express myself, you name it, there's been every opinion, got pretty bad. I was being criticized from every angle, and while I thought I could handle it, it definitely seeped in. I stopped wanting to be creative, I didn't want to film. People weren't wrong for having opinions, that's fine. They were wrong for forgetting I'm a person on the other side of the screen.
Dude, you've been doing this on the internet. This is what your account's been about. You've invited the internet into the conversation. And yeah, it's your prerogative to not invite the conversation into the relationship by, guess what? Not sharing your relationship for the past 3 months. You could have kept posting. My God. But you're making it seem like, oh my God, like you were being forced to like have the negative comments. Like you were brought to the internet against your will. Come on, that's how you made money for the past forever. You were the account on the internet telling people to not just jump into a relationship. Oh my God. Everyone needs that ace friend to tell them to slow down. Right? Dude, doing so well. Also, we have lost we've lost something. The MLM, the MLM / anti-MLM hypocrisy, and also we're in cult city now. We literally have a sunburn now on our souls. I'd have respect if she said, yes, he needs a green card, but I'll regret it the rest of my life if I take too long and lose him because he's forced to leave. Right. But she won't even address it. It's one thing to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine if someone was actually honest and said, hey, you know what? This, and this. I'm gonna die on that hill. Okay. Love it. I know that hill. That's the one you want to die on. Great. Or don't share it. Just don't tell us what relationship you're in. Don't share anything with us. But you're making it seem like you're like in some type of martyrdom. You're the one that you're the one that's turning on the phone and making all these videos. Right? Yep. $12,000 a month. He's an Uber driver. I wonder how much she's making on TikTok. Like, she said that brand trip she went on with Rodan and Fields was her very first brand trip. I don't know how much she's making on TikTok. Like, obviously, like, she's the breadwinner, no big deal. I don't know. She must be making a ton of money every month. I mean, upwards $40K a month. We kind of talked about it already. She's not in an MLM. She had a controversy with Rodan and Fields that's not an MLM anymore. She had big words to say about how anti-MLM she was, and then accepted a brand trip with Rodan and Fields. that's not an MLM anymore, but basically it was just a clusterfuck and didn't acknowledge its huge, long former history of it being a multi-level marketing company. And then, oh, I guess we should have read the Reddit comments, but y'all can go to Amy's channel and see the, she did a whole video on it. We're just kind of looking at the MLM culty high control group spiral that they're in. Yeah. So. But yeah, we kind of ranted already, but I don't know how meaningful it was, but yeah, we're just kind of like ranting together.
I know disappearing right when things got exciting must have felt confusing for a lot of people from the outside. I get it. But after years of putting myself out there,
okay, what are we on? 109?
Trying to find my person, once I finally did, I wanted to protect it because this is the love story worth fighting for and worth protecting. So I dropped off right after that video saying I think he's gonna ask me to be his girlfriend without giving any further updates. I took a break because I needed it. I needed to get my bearings. I needed to reestablish my boundaries in order to continue this journey with you. But now I'm back. And I'm taking you back through the last few months so you can join in with us. For those of you who have been following me for years, now is what we've been waiting for. And I can't just keep this to myself. Why would I stop telling the story right when we get to the good part? So, here we go. Honey. So, here we go. Honey.
Dude, the worst font of all. Not the worst font. I mean, there's Papyrus. But, no, this is probably worse than Papyrus. Scratch that. Why are these not... It's not about the font. Never mind.
Hi, babe.
Should we take them back to the night you asked me to be your girlfriend?
Go to that lovely night? Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, please.
Okay. To set the stage, I had told you that I didn't want you to ask me to be your girlfriend for 3 months because of my past experiences.
Uh-huh.
What did you think of that?
I think it was reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was reasonable.
The first couple months of dating, we were together every 2 to 3 days.
Yes.
You were nothing but consistent and kind and wonderful.
Oh, babe, I got, my cheeks are red now.
So I ended up telling you that I was okay with you.
I don't know what. It's very I kiss dating goodbye vibes, but to each their own. I mean, you have your own experiences. I mean, everyone has their own experiences. If you followed her for any amount of time, and if you have no idea who she is, you may not understand the wildness of this, but she's also behaving very, very differently than she used to. So the change in behavior may not be as red flag-ish as it is maybe to people who followed her for a long time. That can be a sign of a high control situation, but again, you'd have to that's why I think it's important to look at. That's why I'm going to be looking at her whole TikTok channel, but it's going to take me several days to download her entire TikTok channel. And that's why I'm like working on that right now.
Asking at 2 months.
I
And
was saying, please, oh please.
oh yeah, I was begging you.
Oh please, can you ask me?
Okay. And I just want to address, in the past I've said you shouldn't agree to getting into a relationship before the 3-month mark so that behavior can be proven. And I'm not going back on that in most cases. I still think that's reasonable.
I agree.
Right. But this is not most cases. And I know that some people are going to have their own opinions about that. But, you know, this is just the way that our story played out. We both knew. So that's why I said 2 months.
Yeah, and I think the time we were together and the subjects we were talking and how we were living and doing life together just shows us so many things, you know, the certainty of like what we want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There have been claims that he's hitting on women when he's been driving his Uber. And obviously, anything that I say that's wrong is, you know, throw it out. But there have been many claims. Take that as you will. That's true or whatever. This literally, there's so much to this twisty, like web of wild, and I wish nothing but like commitment and lack of cheating, and that they will be happy together on them, and you know, healthy marriage to them both. I hope they're happy together. I just think there's lots of cultiness going on. There seems like something is very, very wild. I say wild. There just seems to be some kinds of red flags that you're going, why have you really changed? Why have you started behaving differently? I'm really, really, really interested to know what's the reason for the behavior change. Is it motivated by the new person that has come into your life? Is the change leading you towards more of who you really want to be as a person? Or is it leading you more towards who you think the person... Is it leading you more to try to be who you think he wants you to be? Or she wants you to be? Are you being more your authentic self? Is the person who's come into your life a constructive or destructive influence on you? My hypothesis is he's a destructive influence on her. That's my opinion. It's not just, ooh, this is like, you know, there's a lot of like commentary channels, obviously, that are way bigger than me. My thought is he's a destructive influence on her like her person, and it's cult fucking city. I hope we're all wrong. Something's really twisty. And sometimes these really twisty things sometimes these really twisty people are super suave and whatever in public, and you're never gonna see the shitty or shady stuff when they're in front of cameras or when they're in front of other people, and whatever's going on behind closed doors, there's never going to be any evidence of it. And I'm not alleging anything. I'm just saying, why is there a change in her? Why? It's okay. Typing. Yes. Yep. Yes. I'm afraid he's putting on a facade and it'll eventually break. Hopefully not. But it gives off those vibes. No one wants to see her hurt. Absolutely. What's up? You made it back? Welcome back. And it feels like she's pushed this story for them. I hope it's genuine. Yeah. You know, like when you're running and you trip, but you haven't quite lost your balance. And so you try to run faster to see if you can regain your balance, but you've already kind of tipped past your center of gravity. But you're like, you haven't quite fallen yet and you think you can still regain your balance. And sometimes people can, but a lot of people can't. That's what this looks like sometimes to me, that she's still trying to outrun the trip that has occurred. She's lost her center of gravity because something or someone has come into her life and tripped her up, and we are looking at something that has gone amok. So I've seen so many movies about things like this. The slow motion fast fall, right? Yeah. A lavender marriage.
So do I recommend our pace for everyone? Absolutely not. But this was just our pace. So that's what happened. I knew this was different because...
Certainty.
Oh, we gotta watch all of them. Surprising him with my dress. He asked me to be his girlfriend this night. Ladies, don't settle until you find this.
Okay.
Oh man, oh wow. That's your reaction?
Oh my god.
Does that sound... Okay, we're gonna watch this twice. We're watching this twice. Okay.
You're like a Disney princess, love. You're so pretty. I love it.
I don't know if it's the coffee, but I'm like shaking.
You're shaking?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow, Danielle.
You like it?
I love it. You're so pretty. Look at this.
Dude.
Oh my god, I'm in love.
I'm gonna play it so y'all can listen to it again. I'm not like ignoring my vibes anymore of people. I'm just like not gonna continue to like... I always try to gaslight myself down from, oh, but maybe. Nope, not doing it.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh wow. Oh my god. You're like a Disney princess, love. You're so pretty. I love it.
I don't know if it's the coffee, but I'm like shaking.
You're shaking?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow, Danielle.
He
I love it.
is...
You're so
I am so mad at him.
Look at this.
I'm so mad at him, dude. here's what I'm frustrated with. I don't care if she's coming across as like looking for approval, or if she's feeling self-conscious, or if she's like wanting him to like validate her or anything. She bought a dress and she looks really pretty and she wanted to look nice for him, and she did her hair and she did her makeup for herself, and she went out feeling good about herself, and she thought, I did this for me, but I also really wanted to look really pretty for, hopefully, I guess, like my boyfriend, or the guy who I really wanted to be my boyfriend. And he freaking walks in and does the most lackluster, like, oh, wow. Wow, you look like a Disney princess. The fuck? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Oh, but all these different people have different reactions. Give me a break. I'm not looking for an emotive like, wow, oh my god, you look amazing. I'm saying like, doesn't come across as genuine to me. And I am not ignoring my little radar of genuine deal anymore. Sure I'm not. I'm not saying that men are should be emotive. I'm not saying that men have to be like any kind of way. I'm saying I look at her face and I look at like the disappointment and like her feeling like, again, I'll die on my hill on my channel. That's okay. I'm saying watching so many hours of them together. Nope. Most men aren't impressed unless it's their wife or girlfriend. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't like that Disney princess, the fuck. I'm really, I can say lots of things like about her and about her like fuckery in Anti-MLM or MLM or whatever. And then I feel like, you know what? I guess I kind of want to ride at Dawn about this situation, because absolutely not my guy. No. Dude, no way. Dude, like, she feels like she got dressed up and she feels really pretty, and she has her vintage kind of like red dress on that she probably found at like, I don't know where she found her dress. And yeah, is she doing it for the gram or TikTok? Sure. We can all feel how we want to feel about that. I'm glad she filmed it for herself. She wanted to do it, and she obviously filmed it for the internet, and she was excited to share it, and blah, blah, blah. Dude could have been excited about it. I don't know.
I have no idea what this is.
I know.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Even if she planned all this, fine. I say fine, whatever. And she may be disingenuous in that, like, she probably did all this and, like, she's acting surprised because she's doing it for TikTok. I'm still pissed off about his reaction about the dress. Unless it was the 10th time that they recorded it. But I think her reaction was, like, genuinely, like, her reaction came across as genuinely, like, really wanting affirmation of, like, she looked like she really tried to get dressed up and be pretty for their date. And his reaction was, like, whatever it was.
We did the same thing.
You need to read that.
I'm glad they blurred out the people. Good for them.
And this one you didn't know about it. You didn't know about this. It's a lot, right?
It's so good.
She's really happy.
I want to hear you say it.
Certainty.
And this is really, really back to the culty shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I feel like, sure. I'm not trying to be wishy-washy. I'm just saying this is super culty, and this is gonna make me rage about this dude. And this is super twisty about her. She has great hair. Can't ignore that. That's true. She's surprised but planned it all. Yeah. And I think I could say, like, and I sure do, like, I'm naive a lot of the time. And yeah, I think we can all side-eye that she recorded it herself. She recorded herself doing stuff for sure. Setting aside the fact that we're looking at someone who records her life for content, and she's recording herself, like, finally getting to fulfill her Instagram. Well, I say fulfill her life's goal. That's me being obnoxious about this. I have a big bias and I guess a big, like, I wouldn't say chip on my shoulder right now about it, but, like, I'm obviously going through kind of a painful moment in my life regarding this. It is a weird dichotomy, I guess, between her original thesis of her channel, not jumping into relationships too quickly, and her jumping into this relationship however fast she thought, her stepping away from her account completely because she thought her followers would rage against how quickly she jumped into the relationship, doing it under the guise of, I didn't want my followers to ruin this, when they probably remembered what she taught them or spoke about for years and years. And maybe would have called her on, hey, something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. There's a lot of weird. There's a lot of, like, there's just a lot of, like, I don't know. Sure. We like our life a little bit private. She likes her life a lot public. And obviously, I like my life however we like my life, because, like, I stream a lot on the internet. And I obviously share a little bit of it because I, share bits and pieces, and sometimes a little too much. Somehow feel like I'm about to blow it up to try and get rid of the local good old boys club. Yep. I have trouble comprehending people in general who put every aspect of their life on the interweb. Yeah. I think it is. I think at least it is easy. I think it's a good place to start where you can say, I have a hard time comprehending that Danielle Walter wants to put every aspect of her life on the internet. Because whatever. So we're really different. Or whatever. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't make her a bad person. And that doesn't mean that her relationship with her now husband is bad either. That doesn't mean also that her relationship with her whatever boyfriend at the time had an inherent red flag because it was a public relationship. The red flag came in because destructive influence. Where's the destructive influence? Loss of autonomy, loss of like, well, let's look at this. We've got a graphic right here. Conditional love. We had kind of this dependency. We had this, I don't know, we had all this fuckery in general. It was a little more, I feel like it's a little more nuanced. We did not see the authentic self. We saw less of the creativity and humor. We saw less critical thinking. We saw less of the, like a lot of these characteristics. We saw a decrease, and so you can start to lean towards more of the destructive influence. So that is where we're talking about fuckery being afoot. If someone's going to come and say, oh, well, you're just private people and you just hate her because she's, public. She was sharing her life publicly. No, that's not it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what we want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So do I recommend our pace for everyone? Absolutely not. But this was just our pace. So that's what happened. I knew this was different because your words matched your actions every time. And that was...
Does it? 2 months? Flashing lights. Sorry.
Certainty of like what we want.
Yeah.
Right?
How do I click in this?
Yeah. So...
My God. Comments. There we go.
Do I recommend our pace for everyone? Absolutely not. But this was just our pace. So that's what happened. I knew this was different because your words matched your actions every time. And that was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but it is. Yeah.
We had such vulnerability and deep conversations early on about very important things, primarily our faith, the way we see our faith, and how faith and purpose tie together.
Yes.
And this was the first time in my adult life that I had felt safe, completely safe with someone.
Yeah, and I think like this is what our faith is about, right?
Mm.
It's about being consistent, and it's about treating you as my princess, as my lovely girlfriend and future wife.
One thing that you did really early on that made me go, okay, yes, this is my husband. On our first date, called What I Do on Social Media, and you said that I give people hope and I spread joy and love. And I never, in my wildest dreams, thought I'd ever hear a man say that. Like never. But God really delivers big. And from then on, you went on consistently showing me how much you respect what I do and think that I'm incredible for walking in purpose. Imagine a man saying that about sharing every detail of my life. That literally could have only been God. I had hoped for a man who respected or understood what I did. I never imagined the way that you care so deeply about my purpose and the way that God wants to use me. So anyway, I said 2 months was okay. What was something early on that made you think, yeah, this is going to be my future wife?
Well, I already told you this. It was on our first date. And
Into the mic, sweetie.
Yeah, when we went to the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and when the food got there,
Mm-hmm.
you gave me your hands to pray. And when you act like that, in front of everybody, you just gave me your hand and said,
Yeah, just in public. Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, well, it's her. You know?
So how I knew that it was probably going to happen that night was
Certainty of like what people.
How you knew it was probably going to happen that night? But okay. Here's one of the big issues with the boundary. Okay. Can I rage about something real quick? Setting aside with how you feel about the boundaries of saying, hey, I want to wait 3 months before we decide if we're going to be in a committed, monogamous relationship, if monogamy is for you, right? If we're going to like be dating around, or if we're going to be dating multiple people, if we're going to decide, hey, we want to date each other exclusively, let's wait 3 months, okay? Or if she says, hey, let's wait 3 months, and the guy's like, cool, that sounds great. And is there any pressure from the guy that's going to change her mind to go, hey, you know what? Actually, let's do 2 months. I want to know if there was any pressure on his part to change her mind from 3 months to 2 months. Because I'll tell you right now, one of my friends, I guess more of an acquaintance now, but changed the mind of my friend about the length of time for their, like, courtship or whatever you want to call it. And I look at that now, being in the position that I'm in, or in my understanding of what consent is, my understanding of what like autonomy is, my understanding of what respect is, like healthier interactions, long term, what that looks like of someone just pressing a boundary. When I hear a huge, like, if you're looking at like, oh, we're not talking about a couple of days changing the timeline of something, you're talking about going from 3 months to 2 months. That's a huge timeline difference, okay? Setting aside, like, if you think, oh, well, that's just a ridiculous thing in the first place. Okay, setting aside that. I'm talking about a distance change. Who forced the idea of boyfriend, girlfriend, 3 months to 2 months? She's saying, oh, I decided. Did you? Or was somebody, your guy, picking, or nagging, or like suggesting, oh my gosh, we're so compatible, blah, 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 that you're like, oh no, this is great. This is so great. This is so great. Of course it makes sense for us to be committed at 2 months. And I'm not saying short term's bad. I'm not saying you can't decide 2 weeks, we're good. I'm not saying like a short term whatever is bad if you're both like on the same page, or you both have really great emotional agility and you're both come together. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying in an unhealthy way, somebody's like pressing and there's an imbalance of power, or there's like, I'm saying from an unhealthy way is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not talking about two people coming together with a meeting of the minds with equal ability to negotiate, equal negotiating power at the table. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Am I like being ridiculous right now? I'm coming at this from like a religious trauma bias. Do you know what I mean? So I am nervous about this because I'm not anti-religion. From a nervous red flag perspective, if there is, from a theology perspective, if there is a highly taught, if there's a strong foundational kind of tenet of patriarchy and whatever they decide to go with and what they believe in religion wise, a lot of times it's the guy has the last like word over if something is in, like if something is up for debate and you can't agree on something, the guy has the last word. Like the guy has the last say on stuff. And so I'm cautious about, I'm putting a pin in the red flag section of my ears perk up when I hear the timeline changes in that big kind of way. That's all. That's all. And it's totally okay to move fast. That's what I'm saying. It's totally okay. I'm concerned. That's on a shelf now. It's on a shelf, and maybe that shelf, like, my concern could move to the non-concerned shelf in the future. And the fast timeline isn't the concern. It's the, did somebody's boundaries move against their will in a destructive influence kind of way? If they did, that's absolute fuckery. So, and I hope that's not the case. I hope they have a great marriage. I hope they have an emotionally healthy, emotionally agile, super wonderful marriage of fidelity and happiness and wholeness and laughing and love and all the things. And I don't want to pretend, or I don't want to put problems or make problems seem like, I don't want to say there's problems where there are no problems. I am saying that there may be red flags and there are things that can be problems that you didn't realize if you've lived under a type of strong kind of unhealthy religious structure. I'm not saying all religious structures are unhealthy. That's all. Okay, let's keep watching.
What?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So do I recommend our pace for everyone? Absolutely not.
Okay, we already watched this one. Sorry. Go back. Sorry. Day 4. Where are you? Day 2, 3. 1, 2. Oops. Ladies, there will be a man who actually appreciates all the little things. He's reading a card I got him and looking at all the photos of us I printed. Hold out for that man. I promise you he's out there. I hope they're happy. Okay. And I hope that laugh is genuine.
How I knew that it was probably going to happen that night was a week before you had...
Okay. The main red flag about moving fast is that she made it clear she'd never move fast again. This is a good point. But we both secretly knew we didn't want to do life without each other. I love that. My kids ask me all the time when I knew their dad was the one. For me, it was telling a guy I was going to potentially date that he would have to accept my friendship with my kid's dad. I love that. How many episodes are there? 21. I'll keep going fast. I'll try to go fast. I think he literally did whatever she wanted because he had nothing to lose and only things to gain. Like, if she wasn't earning so much, would he even like her? I don't know. I think she's very likable. I wish that she felt comfortable to be all of herself and didn't feel like she had to sacrifice any part of her personality, even though there's parts that she didn't have to feel like she had to sacrifice any parts of her personality to be with any dude. D-Stub said, the main red flag about moving fast is that she made it clear she'd never move fast again, and no one else should either. Then she did. The hypocrisy made people go, Again, same thing with the anti-MLM issue. She said something and didn't acknowledge what she said in the past. Same behavior here. She said something, did something different. She didn't acknowledge what she said in the past. Yeah, and it's like, okay, she could have said, hey, I know that I said I would never move fast again. Here's why this is different. We're really happy together. We spent a lot of time together. Also, green card situation is a factor. And we're going to move forward with it. Whatever. It would be totally, I don't know, breath of fresh air. Who knows? They could have already been married for a long time. Maybe they're not, but they could have been.
You had said, hey babe, let's go to a nice dinner next Friday. You were very adamant about making sure that we were there at a certain time and just more like solidified and really, really early on. So I kind of knew something was happening and that you were probably going to ask me because we had been talking about the 3 months down to 2 months kind of thing. I had said from the beginning that I wanted it to be special and I wanted it to be intentional. I feel like a lot of times dating just sort of slides into a relationship and I didn't want that. I wanted it to be a moment. So that's why I kind of knew. So how you asked me was so sweet. He made a scrapbook of the photos of us together, but not just a scrapbook. You did inscriptions and captions under each photo.
Yeah.
And these captions are just the sweetest thing I've ever seen. On the last page, you wrote, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And I wanted to just live in that moment. So instead of just like answering, it shocked me. It shocked me because I read, "Will you be my girlfriend?" after reading all these inscriptions. And so I looked at you and I said, "I want to hear you say it."
Yes.
And then you asked me. And then I said yes.
Yes.
And then what did I do for that date?
We are so similar in ideas and things. We practically did the same thing. The difference it was I did a scrapbook. You brought me the pictures.
Here's the thing. If she didn't know that he was going to be doing that, and, well, I mean, I guess if they were talking about it, she was allegedly supposed to be surprised that he was going to be asking her to be his girlfriend, then why did she give him a card with all the pictures? That's an interesting... I'm confused about that, but who knows?
And with all the moments we were living for the last 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah. So we basically did a version of the same thing.
Yeah.
And I printed out little like wallet sized photos. And it's so funny because there was a couple of videos that we took and we didn't get photos from whatever date that was. But I liked the date or I liked the video. So I did a screenshot and then printed that out. And you did the same thing.
I did the same thing. Yes.
And sometimes the same shot.
The same
It
shot.
was
insane.
It was insane. So you definitely did. You knocked it out of the park with the scrapbook. And I wanted to, I gave you a card and some photos, but it was just funny how.
I loved
Yeah.
the card and the photos. It was like so sweet. And returning to that feeling like, oh.
How I knew that it was.
So sweet. And returning to that feeling like, oh, we are a teenager again. We are like with that cold in our stomach, the butterflies, and
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And this is such a special thing for me, babe. It's like I could return to the same feeling when I was a teenager, like that fire, that love, and oh my God, I'm gonna see her today. I'm gonna see you, you know. And
that's so sweet.
Yeah, and you were dressing amazingly.
You liked my dress.
Oh my God, she was so pretty. I was kind of nervous because it was so many people and we were waiting to have a special table.
Oh, it was so pretty.
And I was like, oh my God, I was getting anxious. And you said, no worries.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. It was so pretty.
That's amazing.
It was here in Sausalito. We came back to where we had our first date to record this. Well, part of our first date. Our first date was very long.
Our first date.
And again, some people do great. Well, some people do great with a short amount of time. Some people don't. Just because, you know, didn't date for a long period of time doesn't mean that you can't have a super long relationship, super long marriage. Again, I think it's those, are there red flags? Do you address the red flags? Are the red flags actually founded in meaningful I don't know. I say meaningful science. Meaningful things that are consistent, like, I guess not psychology necessarily, but y'all know what I mean. Not just like, oh my gosh, we have a bad vibe. I can say, hey, bad vibe. I obviously don't have to stay in a room with someone that I have like, you're giving me a lot of anxiety, or like, I don't feel safe here. I don't have to stay in a room with someone. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't have a problem with a short amount of time. It's just that they're making it a big thing that they chose the same photos of their scrapbooks when they are the only photos they have. Yep. Good point, Becca. That's a great perspective. Yep. I'm confused. Is this where they started dating exclusively or where they got engaged? Started dating exclusively. Yep. That's one of the comments right here. Or from the previous one, like there was a comment about this is just for starting to date. Yeah, this is just for them asking to be or to start like a monogamous. Started dating exclusively. My parents dated for 2 weeks before getting married and freaking hated each other for 40 years. Oh no. and it's a multi-part series. Welcome. Wait, no, for real, welcome. It gets worse. Holly, it gets worse because after this, he starts his own series where he becomes, I don't know if he's like a trainer at this point, but he becomes a life coach. He's also a life coach / Uber driver. There are claims that he is, while engaged and now married to her, but there are claims that he is hitting on women who are passengers in his Uber. Passengers, whatever, are his Uber passengers, allegedly. So it is literally, the twistiness continues. And again, my little asterisk is, I hope they have a healthy relationship. I hope that none of these allegations are true. I hope that they have a long and healthy marriage. I hope that none of the red flags come to fruition. I hope that blah, blah, blah.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a story for another time. Actually, I kind of told that story already. So that was 3 months ago. And so now we have to tell him what happened next.
Okay.
Okay.
So sweet.
So that was 3 months ago. And so now we have to tell him what happened next.
Okay.
Okay. By this time, you had just asked me to be your girlfriend. We're on cloud 9. Everything's great. But we're both getting absolutely torn apart by the internet.
Oh.
Which is so sad. You have to understand that at this point, I want to share what's happening as I did through my dating content, but I wasn't ready to share his identity. Neither of us were.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling like I just want to stay in this bubble a little bit longer.
Yeah, I remember you saying that to me, but I never understood right.
Yeah. Now you get it.
Whew.
But somehow, people on the internet found out who you were.
Yeah.
Primarily some very unkind people. And it just got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And I was honestly just hoping for this great big moment of joy of introducing Lucas, but that got taken from me in possibly the worst way. And I didn't want...
No, the thing is, let's say you've been telling people that 2 + 2 = 4 for 4 years. And that's a bad example. Let's say that you've been telling people that green is your favorite color for 4 years and that you really enjoy climbing trees as opposed to climbing mountains. That climbing trees is your favorite thing to climb and that green is your favorite color and wearing red shoes are your favorite shoes and your favorite colored shoes to wear. Those are your favorite things, okay? And then all of a sudden, after 4 years, every single day, every hour of the day that you've been telling people all of these things, green is your favorite color, trees are your favorite things to climb, and that red shoes, whatever type of red shoes I just said, are your favorite shoes to wear. You show up and you say, oh yeah, purple grapes are my favorite fruit to eat, and I actually don't like climbing anything. I hate climbing, and I like wearing brown flip-flops. I hate the color red. I hate wearing red shoes. Everybody is gonna go, are you okay? Are you sick? Are you sure? I thought green apples were the fruit that you liked. Are you sure you like purple grapes? Are you sure you don't like climbing anything? Are you sure you don't like wearing red shoes? Oh my gosh, you're just haters. You're just such haters. What do you mean I can't like red grapes? Why do you hate me? You're just saying that I have to like green apples for the rest of my life? You're saying that I have to like climbing something for the rest of my life? That I have to want to wear red shoes for the rest of my life? That I can't want to wear brown sandals? That I can't want to say I'm done climbing things? What are you doing? Do you understand? Like, no. We're just saying that we paid attention for the last 4 years. And you said that you really enjoyed green apples for the past 4 years, every hour of the day. And we're just wondering if you're feeling okay. Because now you're saying that red grapes are your favorite fruit and that you don't like green apples. That you've never liked green apples. So sorry. Sorry if we're confused. We're not haters. And do you like am I making a bad example? She's saying it is the same, I feel like a similar thing to her where she said, don't jump into relationships fast and take your time. Oh, and she said it forever. Like D-Step said, I am not going to jump into a relationship fast ever again. And all of the people on her account who liked her and liked following her remembered her saying, I am never going to jump into a relationship fast again. And then she finds Mr. Lucas, Mr. Right, and she jumps into a relationship fast. And her subscribers are like, I thought we weren't jumping into a relationship fast. Oh, you're just a hater. You just don't support me. You just don't like my boyfriend. You just don't support my dreams. Huh? I thought we were like learning our life lessons together. You like all of this pain and heartache and blah blah blah, like what were we learning? What were we doing? It's also not just a concern. It's like, what was our safe word for just to make sure like you still have access to, like you're the one texting me back from your phone. Right? Also, you know when someone joins a cult, and I'm not saying you can't change who you are. You know when someone joins a cult and their personality can completely change? They can go from being like this is an example, they can go from being very energetic and outgoing, and this is an example. Basically opposite of me, okay? Fast talking, extroverted, blah, blah, blah. And then they join the cult and they're like me. A basset hound, if you will. More demure, slower speaking. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're like, what happened? Is everything okay? What was the catalyst? And like you having such a huge change. There's just like a huge, something big happened. That's all. We just have questions. Sorry for talking so much.
Want people who were hating to shape his introduction onto this platform. But that's exactly what happened. Oops. So that was 3 months ago. And so now, primarily some very unkind people. And it just got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And I was honestly just hoping for this great big moment of joy of introducing Lucas. But that got taken from me in possibly the worst way. And I didn't want people who were hating to shape his introduction onto this platform. But that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to step back for a minute to protect our peace. And I actually remember saying, what if I just produced really boring content so that the people who were hating so badly would just get bored and leave? I just wanted to protect us mentally and emotionally and not feel pressured for sharing things before we were ready. Simultaneously, I fly to New York for Fashion Week. So we just make it official and then I'm gone. And this is going to sound really sappy, but that was really hard for us.
Yeah, that was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were living for the last 2 months, like each 2 days we were together.
Yeah.
And like this all the time.
Yeah. That was when we made our rule about no longer than 3 days apart.
Yeah.
What?
Which we've been doing very
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Right?
And while we're not posting anything about us, and the internet was forming all kinds of opinions, theories, and spewing hate, we just went on dating and having a great time together.
Yeah.
So that was 3 months ago. And so now we have to...
One of the comments that says, you literally made a Pinterest board named, quote, Lucas, end quote, filled with pictures of engagement rings like 2 days after starting to date, or I'm thinking that's what it meant. Why y'all doing sit-down videos at 3 months?
And while we're not posting anything about us, and the internet was forming all kinds of opinions, theories, and spewing hate, we just went on dating and having a great time together.
Yeah. We're having fun. We were going to our concerts.
Mm-hmm.
We were training.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. We're exploring each other.
Yeah. We were deepening our relationship and doing a lot of activities together.
Yeah.
I have it written out so that we can share it. We had that restoration hardware date. Do you remember that with the steak?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Very fancy,
God.
best steak. Probably one of the best steaks I've had in my whole life.
Me too.
Do you remember my dress and my outfit? It was the brown dress.
Yes,
Yeah. I felt so pretty. And then this is also the concert era. So one night, I don't know what happened, but I late at night went on Ticketmaster and bought like 6 concert tickets. And I just told you, hey, like... Every Friday we have a concert. So every weekend we'd have a concert, a date night, and then we'd go to church. And that was great.
That was amazing. We experienced so many nice concerts. Like we lived so many nice experiences and stories.
Well, we also learned that we're not standing concert people. No. We like to sit down.
We were a little bit like not
little older.
We are in love as 18, but our body feels as 30
60.
No.
And honestly, it was awesome. We were documenting, but not sharing any of that. So I have all of the photos and the videos and all of that, but I was just keeping it to ourselves and being in our own little bubble. But I think a fun part of this is now sharing that with you now that I'm ready. So I have a bunch of carousels that are going to go through all the things that we did and just share like more. Yeah. Like I never posted like this, and I think it would be fun, like a digital scrapbook, you know? And while we're not posting anything about us and the internet, I want to address something. When I say we were in our own little bubble, I mean that at this time, back in September, early October, we are living life surrounded by friends and family. I'm having conversations with my friends about how things are going. Lucas is spending time with my family. Just a normal relationship evolution. It's just not shared with the outside world. Keeping that in mind is like, we had counsel, like normal people around us, normal community around us. It just wasn't being shared online.
Yeah, and you having your activities and your growth.
You poor little peasants that I've been cultivating for the past however many years I've been online, and we've been developing community and blah, 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 and you've been meaningful, and I've been treating you like a meaningful community. Oh, y'all are just like, I'm throwing y'all to the wayside, and y'all aren't actually, like, helpful or worthwhile. Y'all were blah, blah, blah. And during the time that I decided y'all were pieces of shit, we're actually getting real advice from real people in our real lives. Are you serious? So, when you were being nice to her, y'all were super helpful and a great community. But when y'all were eating her alive because she was being contradictory to what she said that she believed in, y'all were not real and not actually giving her real advice. And I get, not like you're the internet, quote unquote. I don't know how to say this. Yes, getting advice from people that you live with. I don't know how to explain that. Sometimes it gets loud on the internet. She has a huge following. I kind of understand that, but to like to trash the following that got you to where you are, but to also just like shit on them whenever it's convenient for you feels so like grody. It feels so slimy to me. It feels so slimy. I'd love to hear his conversation with his friends during that time. Dude, I would love to see his text messages. Yep. I think the biggest problem is sharing so early that she started dating. Like, I don't know if the comments would have been so negative if it'd been more than 2 months. Yeah. She was so... The twisty thing is, it's her MO to give a pretty current look into her dating life, and maybe that's her own fault. And maybe, like, it would have been more helpful if she, let's say she went on 10 dates a week and she shared one. Or if she went on 10 dates a month, she shared one. That would have been helpful. Who knows? I guess it just feels really slimy to really like talk up the people that she was so positive about for so long, and then to just shit on them in this video. I don't know.
Most time.
Yeah.
I was having my surfing time.
Yeah.
You were having a healthy life, like individually and together too.
So then enter October, which was a really fun month. And I want to address something. When I say we were in our... So then enter October, which was a really fun month. We had lots of dinners, one at your good friend's house with the private sushi chef, which was incredible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This lovely friend.
So much sushi. We went shopping together for the first time.
The first time, baby. I need to say it. She's the best.
At what, honey?
What?
At what?
At shopping.
And that's it.
Oh, and everything, then. You were the best and everything, but shopping, yeah.
Yeah.
She could look at the things and say, wear this, babe. And say, I was thinking, should I? And then I put it and I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
My baby was right.
Yeah.
What?
We had the wedding in Tahoe. which was so fun. Very
Amazing
cold.
fun. Very cold.
Very cold, but very fun.
Very cold.
And then
Vague. Maybe that was an inside joke. I have a little bit of a, like, I don't know if it's a concern this late in my life, but a vague response to, hey, what do you think about this? Or if it's not I don't have any opinion about that, or not being able to answer something specifically or with more detail, it's kind of a red flag for me. That's just, I say a red flag. Red flags aren't the end of the world. Or maybe it's a yellow flag. I don't know. There's lots of red flags in Lucas's dossier, I feel like.
of course, we had Disneyland.
Woohoo!
Did you love it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it.
First of all, I just love spending time with you.
Yeah, me too.
Everything is just so fun with you. Specifically those 2 trips, because we were with my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's always that, like, sitting down to meet the new boyfriend dinner. We did a lunch, but, like, that moment. But it comes with a level of, like, I don't want to say awkwardness, but there's something that you can't get doing that you can just experiencing things with people. So, like, going on a trip, going to a wedding, going to Disneyland, and just existing next to someone for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
It was just special to have you there and have them connect with you.
Absolutely. That was so good, honey. Like, being able to be closer to them, and yeah, just the trip by itself, like waking up in the morning, having our breakfast, putting you on my back and working out together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we had breakfast every morning. That was sweet with them. And then just Disneyland is my favorite. So it was awesome. I wasn't sure how Disneyland was going to go because, yes, I am an undercover Disney adult.
Every month she says, let's go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Honey, take me to Disneyland. Let's go to Disneyland again.
Well, we don't mess around at Disneyland. We get Lightning Lane, we're doing all day, and then we're going back at night. We're buying ears, eating all the food, and we're moving with haste. That was the part that I was like a little bit nervous about. And you were such a champ. It was apparent that you genuinely enjoyed it when you were recording the band. My heart.
Oh.
It was so sweet. And it was just so special to me. Like,
the whole trip, love, like waking up and going straight to the park and feeling, you know, like as adults, we have so much responsibility, and just waking up and going to that park.
Yeah.
Experiencing the fun.
Yes.
Seeing you having
That's
fun.
the point, is like all your adult worries, you can just leave them for a minute and just enjoy.
And experience the world a little
Exactly.
bit with fun and humor. That's really good.
So then enter October, which was a really
some of these are awkward and I cannot. They're filming themselves dancing. I can't.
So every month on our month anniversary, some people are going to be so upset about this, but every month on our month anniversary, Lucas plans something for us. Without me saying anything. I don't ask at all. He tells me. And for someone who's never had that, it's incredible. And it's always so fun. So this date, you took me to the Trident in Sausalito, and we got this huge surf and turf platter. So like this great big steak, lobster. There was almost no one in the restaurant except for the front, where there was a live band and just the cutest group of like
not a good sign.
Elderly people enjoying the music. And they have these huge windows that overlook the bay. And it was just incredible.
What? Hold on. Y'all are still going on my lunch break. I'm almost frightened to ask for the TLDR. Well, here's hopefully the long story short. This is Danielle Walter. She is a relationship influencer. 1.2 million followers on Instagram. 700, almost 800,000 followers on TikTok. She built her account on giving kind of tough relationship advice as she was figuring out who she wanted to become, I guess. Not who she wanted to become, but like the type of person she was looking to date, and sharing that advice with people on TikTok, culminating that advice into she's not going to rush into a relationship. And two of those kind of videos were being in an MLM was a deal breaker for her and a guy. I'm still looking for that video. And also she did a, hey, multi-level marketers are a huge kind of turnoff for her, and I see y'all being creepy in the supermarket / stores, and don't come for her in her DMs, meaning like don't try to recruit her, she's not the one, blah blah blah. She then accepts a brand trip from Rodan and Fields after Rodan and Fields has let go of their multi-level marketing arm of their company. However, that long video that she had made about being anti-MLM, she never kind of addressed the side of Rodan and Fields that had let go of the multi-level marketing arm of the company. So there's a whole kind of twisty bit of that the internet lost their minds over. So that was kind of her introduction. So the anti-MLM part about that was the first hour. The second hour, 2 hours of this, have been the culty aspect of the hypocrisy of her relationship advice that she has dumped into the trash can because rules for thee, not for me. Enter Lucas. We think we've formed a mini cult. A high control group where Lucas benefits and Danielle doesn't benefit. The end. Yes. Right. Exactly. How long have they known each other at this point? 4 months? 5? Not that long. Not that long. How many month anniversaries could they have possibly been? Oh my god. 4? Maybe 5 total? Well, they did the 2. Then they had the red dress because then they got to be boyfriend, girlfriend. So maybe they've done 4 total. Oh, for sure. Date nights are great. This is not me saying don't do date nights. This is not me saying like this is not healthy or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. Date nights during your marriage is important, especially when your kids are involved. When kids are involved, it helps you be the couple you are and also get on the same page, for sure. Call a spade and call a date a date. Yeah. The things they're doing aren't unhealthy. The cluster of the information together maybe creates a little bit of an ecosystem that could house a red flag. It's the data points together. By themselves, people may look at this and go, DC, you're wild for even saying this is unhealthy. It's the cluster of the pieces together. It's in the context of her content that's been going on forever and them like, and his individual content is wild by itself. It's the content that lives next to the content. It's the situations that live next to the other situations. It's hard to explain.
It was absolutely incredible.
It was amazing. Like, that place was filled with so much joy and happiness.
Yeah.
Do you remember you saying in Portuguese, happy 4 months?
Oh, I don't remember. Feliz
4 meses.
4 meses.
Meses. Yeah.
I'm still learning.
Honey, that was good.
Okay, also in October, we did a couple's costume around Halloween time. Actually, that was technically in November, but we were Meg and Hercules, and I wanted to do the audio from the movie because I never do those types of things, but I'm like, I have to do it for the costume. And this man is such a champ. Like, it's never like, oh my God, can't we just, it's always just like the best attitude, and you have fun doing it.
I do. I did. And I never did that before, but...
Yeah. He was prepared to act. He thought that I wasn't going to take the audio. He wanted to memorize the lines and act out the scene. It was the sweetest thing.
Yeah, baby. We're so happy doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So out of all those things that we did, what was your favorite? Mine is obvious. Mine was Disneyland.
The most remarkable one was Disneyland. Because that was so intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are there to have fun. And okay, you must be filled with responsibility, but having someone like you always ready to change sadness for humor and happiness.
Yeah.
When I'm stressed and when I see you, you always come with your little voices like, oh please.
Oh please, oh please.
So Disneyland was like the best one.
So every month on our month-iversary, through all of this, we definitely experienced how it would be to be together nonstop and why we work. And I think it's because of two main things. One is because
the relationship has been going on for 5 months at this point.
you are so rooted in your faith and what it means to be gentle and kind and a serving man. And it makes me feel like I can be funny and silly and feminine. And it starts the cycle that we talk about often. Why do you think we work?
Well, babe, you say that I'm very good and I'm awesome, but I need to give credit whose credit is. Like, I've been in this
credit
process.
where credit is due.
Yes. Yeah. I'm still learning English.
Why are you laughing at him like he doesn't? English is his second language. Like, I don't know why this rubs me the wrong way. I can say like lots of things about Lucas. It rubs me the wrong way when people laugh at, and this may be my autism, I don't know. When people laugh at others who are learning another language, and I will bet you $1 million, this is an exaggeration, it's hyperbolic, she only speaks English and she's laughing and saying, oh, it's this. Isn't it so funny that you got it wrong again? Okay, Danielle. Why is this so, like, why is this such a funny thing right now? Like, seriously? I feel like I'm getting irritated at things that it's not meaningful to comment on, but I cannot. I'm like trying to take a second because this is annoying. I can be irritated at Lucas, but like when she does this, it just annoys the shit out of me.
In English, so I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Yeah,
Okay, go back.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Yeah, so I need to say, like, I have my mentor and, about him very well. Just showed me, like, how a man should be. Of course, my dad showed me a lot. He's a great man. This man, my mentor, just like refined gold. He showed me, like, if I treat you as my treasure, you give me the treasure inside of you, which is your femininity, which is your vulnerability.
What?
We work because of this.
Yeah.
Because the cycle with us.
The cycle.
Yes. I'm ready to serve you, and you are ready to give me your love, which is amazing.
What are they talking about? This cycle of feminine and masculinity. This sounds like a type of thing that they're learning in some type of book. Hold on. Squirrel trail. Please hold. Hold on. This sounds like a squirrel trail of sorts because sacred union. No. Harmonizing the divine. Embracing the sacred feminine and masculine within. It's this is a polarities concept in relationships. A man leads and serves with steady strength. This creates a safe space. A woman then relaxes her guard, drops her armor, and shares deep, soft, feminine love. How the cycle works. Do we care about this? I don't know. I care. A man gives steady action. He protects, provides, and acts as a rock. Woman feels true safety. She lets go of stress and control. Woman shares a vulnerable love. She opens her heart and brings warmth, joy, and softness. Man feels deeply valued. Her joy fuels him to serve more. This sounds manipulative as fuck. Why the cycle fails. Man stops serving. He becomes passive or harsh. Woman loses her safety. She feels forced to take control and protect herself. Armor goes up. She turns cold or stressed, and the loving cycle breaks. Yep. This is the polarities concept. Wait. Is this twin flames related? Wait. Divine masculine and feminine twin flames. Hold on. Can someone remind me what part of California they live in? I don't think that, never mind, twin flames don't exactly do the polarities concept. Okay, sorry, I went on a tangent real quick. This is twisty AF and I may just be tired.
Then we head into the holidays and my birthday. November was actually a really great month. Before my birthday and the holidays, you actually had some family in town. So we did all these fun touristy things, which was really sweet. And we got what I call mom and dad photos, which are the photos that are so classic and things that you look at and you're like, I'm going to show my kids me and their father. 15 years from now.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of those.
Yeah.
Then we head into my birthday week, which was incredible. So Lucas took me to Carmel, which was, you had been asking to take me since month 1. And I was like, oh, like too soon for that. And I was like, oh, I don't know about getting Charlie watched, which was true. But anyway, it ended up happening for my birthday a couple months later. Friday night, we went to this incredible Michelin dinner at, how do you say it? Chez Noir? Chez
Noir.
Chez Noir.
Chez Noir. Something like that.
So good. Then Saturday.
No, but if you're looking for something to listen to and go, what the fuck is going on? This is maybe a good stream to do that because holy shit. There's like, it's not necessarily twin flames, but the polarities. There's a religious concept. This polarities concept. Religion. This religion type thing. It's in a lot of... Oh, God. Hold on. This one... is in a lot of different ones. Sorry, I'm like, okay. It's not super meat and potatoes that you missed, but like, this is that twisty, like, this is in kind of twin flames, but this is also in like Bible stuff, but this is what they specifically are talking, which is the polarities concept. Which is like, he protects, provides, acts as a rock. She feels true safety. She lets go of stress and control. Woman shares vulnerable love. She can open her heart and bring warmth, joy, and softness. And the man feels deeply valued. So he can serve her more. And when the cycle fails, man stops serving. He becomes passive and harsh. Why does he do that? Because she's not opening her heart and bringing warmth and joy and softness. You know what I mean? It's always the lady's fault.
My dad and bonus mom wanted to get me a gift.
Oh my God.
Saturday, my dad and bonus mom wanted to get me a gift for my birthday, and they coordinated with Lucas, which is awesome. I've never had a man who cares to coordinate with my family for special events. So that's incredible. But my bonus mom gave gave Lucas 2 options: a fancy dinner,
Yeah.
or an adventure. And which one did you pick?
I think you know. You are watching us and you know exactly which one I
He
picked.
picked the adventure, which isn't in every instance the wrong choice. I just want to clarify that. It was really, really fun.
It's amazing. She loved it.
But it was, I have told him I really like surprises, which I do, but I was getting a little stressed in the morning because I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, I don't want to like wear something nice and like get it wet or dirty. So it ended up being, then we head into the holidays. I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, I don't want to like wear something nice and like get it wet or dirty. So it ended up being kayaking. When I tell you, these videos were so funny because it's not like I watched them the other night. It's so funny. It was so involved. We had to get fully outfitted, and thank God I brought a swimsuit, but I wore the swimsuit underneath, and then it's like full pants, full jacket, life vest. You have an oar, which I was expecting the oar. And our guide was like, okay, so you're going to walk into the water about waist deep to get in the kayak. And I'm like, okay, so what's the likelihood that I can sit in the back of the kayak after going ankle deep and he can pull me in? And they're like, highly likely. So that's what we did.
That's what we did. I paddled just 4 miles against the water current.
Against the current. And I relaxed.
Yeah.
What? Which you loved.
I loved because I was willing to work out.
Yes.
So it was awesome. It was really good.
Yeah, it was an experience.
You made him... Never mind. Okay. She did not like the birthday. And he's laughing because... Okay, she did not like the present.
And you know what I say is it was very smart, because what better premarital test than putting 2 people in a kayak and seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
We got back and you had booked us the sweetest hotel that had a view of the beach and Carmel, and it had the most beautiful sunsets, but it also had a little pool and hot tub.
Okay.
And it was very cold.
Oh my God, that was so
Best
cool.
hot tub of my life. My legs were so cold that like it gave you like that prickly feeling. It was, but just like, this is what I mean. Everything is fun with you.
hot.
And then the next morning you gave me my actual birthday present, which is this. I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, I don't want to like wear something. And then the next morning you gave me my actual birthday present, which is this diamond necklace.
Beautiful one.
It's so pretty. I told him, I had this moment where I was like, he had asked me what I want as a gift. And I had this moment where in the past, I've like tried to seem small or like, oh, I don't need anything, or tell men like, you know, but I was like, why not tell him exactly what I want and see? So I said, I would love for you to get me jewelry because I would love building a collection of jewelry from my husband. Mm-hmm. So that 10 years from now, I have, oh yeah, you got me this. You got me this. It's like a special little thing. Yeah. And I was very specific that I want it to be small and very dainty and simple. I don't want a big heart necklace. Sunday morning. And he's like, are you ready for your present? And I wasn't sure if you were going to get me anything because you were doing this whole weekend. So I was such a happy girl, and you took out the box and I opened it. And I the first thing I said was, did Shay help you with this?
She didn't believe in me.
Because it was so good. Oh. You nailed it. Okay, so that was Saturday. And then Sunday, we did some light shopping in the morning. I got my Coach bag, which I love. And then neither of us had ever been to Pebble Beach, which is one of the prettiest places in the world. Yeah. So we went there. We had a meal, which was nice.
Such a good meal, but the view was... so good.
Did you just correct him again? My God. What is the point? What is the point of correcting? Like, you're gonna make cuts. Just why? The longer this goes on, the less likable they both are. For sure. One, they shouldn't have done this. I mean, do whatever you want to on your own channel. I get it. Like, obviously, I'm live streaming and we're 3 hours in, okay? I'm going to live stream till the day I die. I got it. I love a long form content. This is one of the reasons you watch your videos back. And if you go, this makes me uncomfortable, then you realize you need to pivot in the future. And you go, I need to practice doing less filler words. I need to remove my codependent relationship with the word like, or work on it at least. It's really hard for me personally. Or maybe I need to stop correcting the person who's tried really hard to learn multiple languages and stop correcting him on this video that I'm doing to try to like rehabilitate our relationship that I already butchered from the beginning. God. They are not telling their proposal story, they are telling their dating story and why their dating is valid. Literally. Good night, Holly.
Big waves just breaking on the rocks and the beautiful grass. The kids running around, the family's there, the old couple behind us.
And then the next morning, you gave me my actual birthday. Then we had my friend's birthday party at my house, meaning
my God,
all my friends come over for my birthday, which was so fun. I just wanted it to be casual. We got pizza and wings and had old fashions and did just a little bit of karaoke, which was fun.
Awesome.
And then the next day you came home with me to do Thanksgiving prep and start prepping food, which was so intimate and special. Lucas has already come home and meet my family, but like it was just the four of us, me, my dad, and my bonus mom and you in the kitchen. I don't know. I feel like that's such a rite of passage.
And very special, baby.
Yeah.
And I think this is a thing that we match a lot. We are very family people. We love our family.
I have a small family, but it's deep.
Very solid.
And it was so sweet, the way that you mentioned how my dad hugged you.
Yeah. He hugged me.
What was that like?
He hugged me and he put his head.
Oh, God.
He put his head this way.
Oh.
And I felt like, oh my God, I love him too.
Oh, that was sweet. Because we've gotten together with my family a few times.
Yeah,
and so just building that relationship.
Yeah, that's a super open guy and he's vulnerable and he's interested to make connections.
Yeah.
And your bonus mom. I love her.
Then the next day was Thanksgiving and you met my cousins and a family friend and it was just, we had the best day. Yeah. Oh, and my cousin, after just a few hours of meeting you, you went out for a walk with a couple of people there and me and my cousin were in the kitchen. She was just raving about how great you were.
Oh.
I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah, you mentioned it, but
okay.
She's great. Like your whole family. I need to say this.
Then we had my friend's birthday party at my house, meaning all my friends come over for my birthday.
I need to...
Did we have to do this outside? If only... Just kidding. Do it wherever you want to do it.
To say this, seeing who you are, I can totally see your background. And when I was there, seeing your background,
have you ever seen like a cult indoctrination video where they're trying to rehabilitate an image? A high control group indoctrination video. I mean, marketing wise, like you kind of do some of these. Some of them are better than others. Obviously, you see them on campaign videos. I mean, advertising groups do them, advertising firms do them. This was a mistake to do. She should have kept going like business as usual, saying like, oh my God, this pothole that I put in the road that I built and we're gonna build like an entire city around this pothole and just basically make an entire, I don't know, a gravitational pull around it. Wrong thing to do. This is literally, unless she did it on purpose to like grow her following, I don't know. Just the mistake of a lifetime. Go about your business, and naturally, like, maybe people fall in love with your relationship or decide, hey, you know what? I like red shoes now. I like grapes and I like apples. I like climbing trees and I've decided I like not climbing anymore. Or I like hanging out and sitting in the grass too. I don't know, like add something else to your repertoire.
It totally makes sense. Like,
Oh my god,
like,
go back.
It totally makes sense. Like, how grateful you are, how kind you are. You're always ready to give to people. This is your background. This is your family. This is what your dad is. And this is how they treat me. Yeah.
So that was Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then it was Friday, and Friday night is what?
Couples night.
It's so cute. He calls it couples night. We call it date night.
If you are dating, Friday night to couples night, okay?
Okay, you heard it here first. We had the cutest little date at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, this is not an ad or a plug, but they have Winter Wonderland, so it's decorated for the holidays, and from 5 to 7 there's $2 rides, so it's just so fun. We did rides and we did the arcade after. We won 15 tickets, or maybe it was 30, but it wasn't even enough to get 75. A bouncy. Oh, but it's still we still couldn't get a bouncy ball.
But I would like to return to that day. And speaking about the roller coasters.
Oh gosh, okay.
God, honey.
For the Giant Dipper, it's the 4th oldest.
This point, this is still the 5-month mark. 5 months and like 4 minutes. Someone said, is this like visa related? Even if it is, I mean, everyone. Yeah, this is still 5 months. This is very in-depth. I say in-depth. Compressed storytelling dating experience. Okay.
Dipper. It's the 4th.
Speaking about the roller coaster.
Oh no, you're not gonna do that to me.
Oh gosh, okay.
Go.
Sorry, my audio is just being a brat.
Bouncy ball.
But I would like to return to that day.
And 1:14.
We still couldn't get a bouncy ball.
But I would like to return to that day.
I know y'all can hear it. I'm just
but it wasn't even enough to get a bouncy ball.
I cannot hear.
Oh, but it's still we still couldn't get a bouncy ball.
But I would like to return to that day.
Let me try this.
Has well and truly lost the plot.
Nope. Why? Did this turn back on? Why?
Plot. There have been fires being put.
I know y'all can hear it. Just hold on. We only have like 10 more to go. I mean, only like 5. I think they're just done for the evening. I'm just gonna turn it down so I don't echo.
And speaking about the roller coasters.
Oh gosh, okay.
God, honey.
For the Giant Dipper, it's the 4th oldest roller coaster in California. Or the country? In the US.
Yeah, and it was very like, we went to this roller coaster in Disneyland, which was awesome.
Yeah. I hated it.
It basically is like one video. They've cut it up into like 2-minute sections and they've spread out like posting it. So it seems like they're telling the story over time. They're telling the first, like, what happened over the first 2 to 3 months, or the first 2 to 4 months, or whatever, 2 to 5 months. I don't know.
I hated it.
She hated
the Incredicoaster. I just don't like actual big roller coasters.
And it's fabulous because this one in Santa Cruz, it's not an easy one. It's a really
it's
tough
very
one.
like rickety. I thought I was gonna break my neck. Like it's so
like the turns is 90 degrees, so
I was trying to be like loosey-goosey so that it wouldn't break something.
I tried to hold my neck on the
and there was one
turn.
point where we turned and I went like this and I hit him right in the eye and I'm like, oh, his glasses are broken for sure.
Oh my God.
Thank God they weren't. And I guess the last thing is we hosted dinner for my friends the last day of the month. And for me, it's just so cool seeing you make friends with my friends. It's just like the integration of our lives and specifically how you have integrated into mine is so special to me.
Yeah, babe. And again, I need to say like
specifically how you have integrated into mine.
18, 19, 20, 21. Look, there's 4 more.
Mine is so special to me.
Yeah, babe. And again, I need to say like the people you surround yourself, very similar characteristics from you. They are good people. They are authentic people. They are strong people. They are funny people. Your whole community, including your family, exhale this good.
Hey, I'm a good person. My family are good people. Don't hate me. I make you should still like me even though I have potentially done hypocritical things in the past. Please like me again. Even though I went against single thing that I taught on my relational TikTok by doing all this stuff with Lucas. And look, Lucas sees how good of a person I am, and he likes me, and y'all should come back and like me too. Is that too callous?
Emotions and like, you know, good people, you know, true people. You know, when you see someone like very authentic and you feel good in their presence. This is how I feel with your friends.
Thank you, honey. And so that leads us here, about to head into Christmas and New Year's and the holidays and some really exciting other things.
A lot of other things are coming.
But I want to go one level deeper. Specifically how you have integrated into my is our conflict resolution styles. I've never been in a relationship where I can express my needs and not have to justify why they logically make sense and then have to sell someone on why they should be better to me. So conflict, even if it's just a little thing that needs to be ironed out, feels big to me. And there's part of me that's bringing forward anxious tendencies, like thinking everything is going to fall apart if we have a disagreement or crying. And I'm working on that.
Like, how can we find peace and not put weight over you? So we are not searching for mistakes, we're searching for resolutions.
Do you want to share about your conflict resolution style?
Well, in the past, my love, if you were in the bad emotion, it was really hard for me to hold that bad emotion and bring a positive one to overcome the bad emotion. And what I've been learning and with you, and I'm able to apply this, it's like in any situation, how are we going to find the peace? One thing I truly learned with you.
Okay, hold on. I'm not quite understanding. Do you want to share about your conflict resolution style in the past? If you were in a bad emotion, it's really hard for me to hold a bad emotion and bring a positive one to overcome the bad emotion. And what I've been learning with you, I'm able to apply this. It's like in any situation, how are we going to find the peace? Okay.
It's like, never give up on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never go away. Stay and let's figure it out.
Which you're not used to.
Which wasn't used to. Like if something just bothered me, I would say, okay, let's solve this. I'm going.
And the type of partnerships that you had before,
Yeah. Not with you. You've been putting like, hey, let's fight for us. And this is so important.
I feel like we try to own up to what we're possibly bringing forward from past experiences and past relationships of like, hey, this isn't about us, this is a me thing. Something that you did to, along the lines of what you just shared of like, you're not used to being able to stay and resolve. When we would have conflict resolution and my anxious tendencies came up, I was terrified that you would leave. And I didn't have to say anything. You came to me and you said, and what I'm trying to say is this wasn't me teaching you this. You came to me and said, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, if we have a disagreement or whatever, we can feel what we're feeling, but I'm not gonna leave.
Yeah, because I can't lose your heart.
But I've never had that. And that was really...
This is what? Peace, not understanding. Got it. Not in a fun way, Stephanie. Can she let him finish a sentence? Probably not. She probably, like, thinks that she knows what he's going to say, and well, I don't want to put words in her mouth, because she's certainly trying to put words in his mouth. Oh, wait, that's mean. One of the issues they may run into, I don't foresee her learning Portuguese. Maybe she will. There's going to be a language barrier. And maybe she will learn Portuguese. I don't know. There's going to be a language barrier. And I hope what doesn't happen is... I hope she doesn't... I'm just typing it up because I don't think I don't want to say the wrong thing because like I don't want to like say something that's like not a real thing. So what I'm trying to say, and maybe somebody no. I'm trying to see what it's called. Okay. Passive bilingualism. I didn't know what it was specifically called, but passive bilingualism, where one partner understands but does not speak, or non-reciprocal bilingualism, when this dynamic creates a sense of intellectual superiority or infantilization. It is frequently linked to negative accommodation, where speakers... No, this is not it. Okay, this is not it. What I'm trying to say is, I have issues with both. What I'm trying to say is, and maybe someone can correct me, she does not speak Portuguese. He speaks English and Portuguese. She speaks better English than he does. She continues to correct his English in a way that doesn't come across as, wow, you speak multiple languages, that's incredible. It comes across as, oh, I can't believe you got that wrong again. Like, that's so cute. It is, what is it? What am I trying to say? It's like she is coming across like she's smarter than him because he keeps making mistakes with his English, or he's not using as many of the words that she would use in a sentence as she speaks when she speaks English. And so she has, it seems like, and I could be wrong, some type of, it comes across like she comes across like she thinks she's smarter than him, and that could be wrong. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And it's frustrating me that I'm like, can't describe or find what I'm trying to explain. I wish. I'm like frustrated I can't explain it. It's not y'all. It's me. Oh my God. Why am I crying?
Special for me.
And I never had a heart like yours, my love.
Oh God. Is our conflict. But I want to go one level deeper. And that's talking about what we've learned so far in the relationship.
Okay.
And throughout this process, and what we're carrying forward. The first thing for me is keeping what actually matters at the center. And number one, first and foremost, is our faith. Keeping God at the center of our lives and our relationship. It's so funny, we talk about this often, but when we're in the Word and actively praying together, it makes everything so much easier. You start your day off with that. Everything just has a level of ease to it. I can't explain it.
What I would say, it's like if you start your day with good thoughts and positive thoughts about yourself, about your future. These are God thoughts. Change our whole day.
God makes a way and is a help that nothing else can match. So that's first and foremost. The other big one that we've learned over the last few months is our conflict resolution styles. But I want to go one level deeper. And that's talking about what we've learned so far in the relationship.
Okay.
And throughout this process, and what we're carrying forward. The first thing for me is keeping what actually matters at the center. And number one, first and foremost, is our faith. Keeping God at the center of our life. And then lastly, what we're bringing forward is both of us adapting to being in a relationship again.
Yeah.
Which we've both had longer relationships, but neither of us recently, and I would argue that both of us are completely different than the people we were when we were in them.
Absolutely.
I don't think either of us would have been able to hold the other before growing into the people that we are right now.
Yes, I agree 100%.
That the growth we individually had before even meeting. What do you think?
Well, I picture the best picture for our relationship, and I'm gonna chase it no matter what. Like I'm totally able to sacrifice, like small sacrifices, big sacrifices.
Just things like not picking up and going surfing whenever you want to anymore is like, and not because I'm making
our relationship, but our relationship.
What?
It's my priority, our priority. Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else besides.
What are you gonna give up? She's gonna say, well, just not picking up and go surfing whenever you want to anymore. What is she gonna give up? See, like, sometimes it's Lucas being like, oh, this dude, and then sometimes she does stuff, and I'm like, well, what is she giving up?
Me too.
Me too.
Before ending this, I just want to say to the single girl out there, and then before ending this, I just want to say to the single girl out there that's been watching and waiting for their person, our love story is for you. I started posting dating content as you years ago, and I never want to forget you. I want to encourage you that your person is on the way, and I want our story to give you hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met my person at 32. Maybe yours is sooner, maybe yours is later, but I do know it will happen for you. And also, thank you for being here with us and giving us the space to grow. I never imagined my story would unfold this way, but I'm so happy that it did.
Yeah, it's God's gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything makes sense now.
For you and for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for both of us.
Yeah. You're coming at this from knowing me, but Lucas has his own stories of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah, you sure didn't tell
any of his story. And with that said,
story.
we have some very exciting things coming in the next few months. And yes, it's probably exactly what you're thinking.
I love you.
I love you too. We did it.
We did it.
Yes. We're ending.
We did it. There's a good comment that says, to the single girls out there, finding a partner is not your greatest accomplishment, and your partner will never be the most interesting thing about you. Yep. And on that note, what the hell? What the hell? Thank you. Welcome to Illyria. What a good way to end the stream.
Horatio Gold, headmaster. So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Holy mother forking shirtballs. So that's like, that's not where the culty stuff ends. That's just where we're gonna end tonight. Again, Amy Robinson. This is Amy. She's got the best kind of short. I'm sure there's... She's just kind of like who I enjoy watching. She's kind of got short-ish, 27 minutes and under videos to watch. Mutual manipulation. The culty stuff continues. He starts his own life coaching shit, and she, like, it turns wild. It continues to wild. I say wild out. You can catch up over on their channels. But that's kind of the culty anti-MLM to MLM, like, twistiness, and then culty high control, like, what in the world one-on-one high control group dance that has culminated on the TikTok influencer pipeline slide. We've downloaded 1.1 thousand videos so far. So I will continue downloading those until I get her entire account. It's going to take me a few days to get everything because what I'm looking for is something amazing, I guess, but I'll let you know. And I'm going to get back to the MLM stuff. Ava should have the other video re-recorded, maybe done by Wednesday, so I'll get those up. And then I don't know what I'll be live streaming later this week, but probably tomorrow I may be out. I haven't been able to get ahead of this pain flare, which is kind of like why I wasn't like super on it tonight, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for joining me. I'm hoping to start watching her videos now. I've seen her pop up on my feed. Oh no, she's great. She's like, I really like her. She, well, maybe you'll like her. She's not, she's very kind of concise and a good storyteller and not, she's not long-winded. She's always has something. She's not like me, if that makes sense. She always gives people credit when she reacts to something, and she gives people updates on stories. She doesn't do something and then you never hear about it again. So if you kind of like a little bit of the TV series type of situation, she'll keep you updated, but in a condensed kind of way. So, for example, Danielle Walter, she has her short video, but she'll like, if something else happens, she'll do another video. Or if TikTok drama, she has like a 300 video playlist, but she kind of organizes different stories in different ways for you. So wait. Oh, got it. 35 months. Oh, love you too. It's good to see you. Calm, concise, thorough. Yeah, it's kind of like a bright little delight of like infusion. So, it's good to see you all. Don't forget your meds. I'm going to go take mine. Don't forget to hydrate. And please send good vibes my way, and I'll send whatever good vibes I have your way. And make good decisions, and don't join an MLM. And I'll see you next time. Even though it's random. I had a blast with y'all. If y'all have anything you want me to cover, let me know. Okay. Bye.